What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Changing My Ways. I'm your host, Vaughn, as always. This is going to be a bit different from last time. I'm going to be doing some storytelling, some reflecting, if I'm honest. I'm really just going to be discussing a bit of my perspective on life, growing up, and how it's changed. But more importantly, society and just some of the influence that it had on it. Before I dive into that, I just want to briefly say that the election is coming up, and I'm urging all of you that are listening and watching, please go out and vote. And yeah, let's dive into episode 2. For the longest time, unfortunately, I truly did not acknowledge the power of the media we consumed had on people, as well as role models, influencers, entertainers, etc., how they affected our subconscious. Growing up, I was a fan of a lot of rappers, artists, and athletes. I had this really weird mindset where the only way I could obtain success in my life was if I carved a career path that was somewhat similar, if not the exact same, to what I saw my idols doing. And the basis for why that was simply because I looked like them. I quite literally put myself in a box for what it was I could and couldn't do because I felt like those were the only two options society was telling me I could be good at. Now, growing up in the suburbs, it didn't help that at all. Outside of the friends I made, I was consistently stereotyped for what I should be acting, talking, dressing like. And through this mindset, I literally developed aspirations to play in a higher level of sports like the NFL. And it's even crazier when considering the fact that education was everything to my parents. It was constantly something that was prioritized to my siblings and I, as they both went to college and were successful afterwards. It goes to the initial point that I made at the beginning of the episode, where I feel like some media that is pushed towards minority communities, young people, or just me, I could just be completely alone on this, can be quite detrimental, and it can just influence many to either think a specific way or deter them from doing what they want. I feel like what helped me combat this was finding something that gave me a purpose. Now, ironically enough, that was me being an athlete and playing football, but let me just explain that real quick. During my senior year of high school, right before COVID, I was at a very low point in my life. I had no dreams, no goals, nor any desire to work or want anything out of life. One thing I did like was football. I did truly have a passion for it, but that never really translated to working hard and just honing my skills to become better at it. I began working out and training in the midst of COVID in hopes to walk on into a team at college. I was fortunately given the opportunity to do so, but that whole aspiration of playing at a higher level, to say quickly faded is an understatement. Despite all my efforts into becoming good at it and just perfecting my craft, I saw almost immediately this was just something that was not meant for me. On the bright side, the lessons that came from it were life-changing. I gained a sense of discipline, and my work ethic increased in everything I wanted to improve on, especially in regards to my education. I was able to pivot from something that gave me a purpose and use that to seek a reality that was more fit for things that I wanted to accomplish. And as much as I reflect about the few good moments I had with it, looking back on it, it was definitely something that was worth letting go. In conclusion, I think I've just learned to be more cognizant of the media I consume, but also just not let anyone put me in a box for what it is I feel that I can do. I hope all you guys learn or continue to do the same. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.